Welcome everyone, this is Master's Joke, also Master's Joke 75 on Instagram. So I finally got the chance to get my Droid Depot Droid from the toy room to have a proper play with it. So I haven't really played with it since I built it back at Galaxy's Edge in April. So I did have a little mess about on my son's red R2 unit in the games room in the villa, where I can't even remember what it used to look like, but I put the silver trims on it, which we got at Disney's Character Warehouse, and I think it looks really good. So yeah, so I've not really had a. I mean, he was playing with it every day around the villa. I've not played with mine at all because the villa, I didn't want to get it dirty if I was taking it home. But yeah, I do want to change it. So I was thinking, I mean, it does look good with its accessories and everything, but I was thinking of changing it to kind of gold. I mean, I do like these bits, but I thought about changing it to gold because I've got some gold bits. $4.99. Let your eyes be your guide from the Character Warehouse. But I want to have a go at it on the floor. I've cleaned the floor. Because my wife said I've got to clean the floor. There's no way she's letting me have a go with my Droid on a dirty kitchen floor. So I have cleaned the floor. So hopefully it will be up to her standards. But this is, we're introducing, my son, see, said they asked us at the Droid Depot what their names were. And we didn't, we've built a Droid every year since we started, well, since my son started going to Disney World back in 2015. They interact with each other, which I think is great. So you do need to turn them off at night. But we used to, you know, the little 3.75 figures, and I was lucky enough to pick one up from the Enfield pageant. Was it the Enfield pageant the other week? So we built one every year, including protocol droids, and we always named them because you get a little sticker sheet to put their names on. But this time we didn't name these droids at all. But since we've been back, my son's named his droid R2-24 after the year 2024, and my one is R4-BY. So say hello to R4-BY. I think it's great. I think it's just wonderful, and you can buy extra bits, but obviously, I mean, you can get them on eBay. I mean, it was, how much was it? It was $119.99. I think it was a bit more than that because I'm sure I had to pay tax on top of that. So I think it was more than $120. But including the experience, I think it was worth every penny. If I'm honest, I mean, look at it. It's just wonderful. Even the experience when it came to the point that I'd chosen all the bits for my droid because I kind of knew what I wanted to build. This is actually similar to a 3.75 droid that I built years ago at Walt Disney World. And then my son, he decided that he didn't want to build his red R2 unit. He wanted to build a black one. And I just thought there's no way we're going to get two black droids looking similar to each other. There's just no point. So then I was all getting ready to kind of change it to a different droid, because they had so many different ones. But yeah, in the end he decided he did want the red one, and so I was able to get my black one. But yeah, these panels are great on here, and I think this is where I'll do it on my son's one because his one's not as tight. But on here, that's where the emotion chip, I think it goes here. Yeah, that's where you can buy the you can buy an emotion chip, so you can have him like evil or a good guy and things like that. But it was just more cost, and you know, I spent so much that day, you know, with the Ogre's Cantina and building the lightsaber as well. So and obviously the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge merch. So yeah, I just you know, it's always good to have a bit of cash to splash on holiday, but you know, you can't be stupid. So yeah, I didn't buy an emotion chip. I would have liked to have got one. Also, I'd like to have got another kyber crystal for the old lightsaber. But it's just one of those things, isn't it? You can only do what you can do. And definitely I want to go back. Probably not for a while because I've kind of done it. And there's a load of other places in the world to see. But I love it. I love the way they interact. It's just great. So they go off all day if you let them. But here's the actual control unit, and it's a nice little thing. So see, the thing is, I might have imagined this, but when I was in the when I was actually in the Droid depot, and we had the droids on the table, I'm sure that I couldn't knock the droid wouldn't go off the edge of the table. I might have imagined that, but it appeared that they wouldn't go off the edge of the table. Whereas I've had a little practice just before I started filming, and this would go off the end of the kitchen counter if I allowed it to, which is a little bit disappointing, but not surprising really. But on the actual on the unit, so you've got these buttons are for left and right. I'm being very gentle. Oh shh! I thought that button there with the arrow going up would be going backwards, but it's not. It's going forwards. So yeah, I've got to be careful. This could end up being a proper Beatles about video. So let's go back a bit. And then this is the button for all the noises. And then this button, I think this has got something to do with the remote, you know, connecting it to the actual droid. I can't remember. There's instructions that came with it, but see, I was able to save the boxes, unlike any other boxes that I had to kind of jettison before I left for my voyage back to the UK. I was able to save both boxes in my luggage, and they're perfect, which I'm really happy about. But one of the things that was a stress getting home from Orlando, from Florida, was that each airport has different information when it comes to Galaxy's Edge. So where I put my lightsaber in my bag, I had to get it out because I thought it had to go in the hold, but apparently you have to take the whole lightsaber with you through security so they can inspect it, which is different. Apparently it's different if you go to Orlando International Airport, because I flew from Melbourne, the first time I've ever done it. So you bring your lightsabers on the actual flight, but also your droids, you can just walk on with your droids in the box. So that was disappointing as well. So I'm trying to cram all this stuff in my hand luggage and my my suitcases, so much so that I had to open a load of figures. If you've watched my channel, you would have seen all the figures I had to open up by the pool before, literally the morning before I left for home. I didn't have to do that. It would have all fitted in my hand luggage. So yeah, it's disappointing, but it's one of those things. But I'm really happy with this. So let's and I am laughing because I'm enjoying myself. I've had a few issues with the laughing police again. It's it's one of those things, but as I've said to the laughing police, I'm a bit busy at the moment, but if you want to talk about it, I'll see you next Tuesday. But let's have a proper look. So I don't want to knock it off the table. But these are really bright. My son was showing my son's been playing with this since he got back from Florida, and he was showing his granddad the other weekend. And I can't find a remote control now, so because I was going to get him, we were going to have a race when I get it on the floor. But yeah, this is absolutely. It's just absolutely amazing, and I love the lights, the sound effects. Definitely want to get one of those emotion chips. Let's go back again. Oh, so what I'm going to do, I mean, in relation to like $120, I think it was more because of the actual tax. But I've got to be honest, I would say highly recommended. The experience was just amazing. We were in there, we must have been in there for like 45 minutes choosing our different parts for the actual droid. Absolutely loved it. And yeah, because we saw my nephew built, he built a droid at Galaxy's Edge at Walt Disney World last year, and he sent us images of it. So yeah, I definitely wanted to do it. I've been wanting to do this since Galaxy's Edge opened, so it was great to go. But yeah, $120 or whatever it was with the tax. I've got to be honest, worth every penny. I think it's great. I'll give it, for the whole experience, I'd give it 10 out of 10. But you get this massive droid as well. It's just brilliant. I mean, I could play with this all day. I mean, I am gonna, you see, I've got some other bits that I picked up from the Character Warehouse. You would, if you watched my videos from Orlando or Davenport, where I bought a load of stuff from the Disney Character Warehouse. So I have got these extra bits. I've got silver. Well, I've got silver for me as well. But I've got silver for my son. I've also got gold. So I fancy putting gold on mine. But I've also got this. I've got this ferry droid parts. So it's got a different head. So you need the droid unit. It was like $14.99. I think that was a really good price. And it's kind of it connects to the. It connects to the power as well, so you get a new head and you get legs and arms, just like in The Mandalorian. You remember the ferry droid? I think when IG-11 initially got destroyed, but I've got that, so I want to put that together. So I'm going to do that in another video. But yeah, 10 out of 10 for the experience. Now I'm going to proper experience it, because as I said, I didn't want to get it dirty, and I haven't had time. I'm going to have a proper play of it on the floor. And it is a shame that my son can't do it, because I just cannot find his control unit. But yeah, I'll be back in a second. I'm just going to set it up on the floor and see exactly what he can do. Right, so let's see what this thing can do. So I'm going to go forward. Remembering not to bash up my wife's kitchen units, because she'll go mad. See, I've seen my son do this around the villa and around the kitchen, but yeah, I've just not had a. Honestly, this is amazing. Yeah, I've not done this at all. I've got to be careful about that laughing police. So you can make, so you'll make the noise at the same time as you move it. So R2-24 has woken up. I can't believe my son can't find his controller. This is just the best thing ever. And like we were so busy in the park, I mean, if you watch my videos, like we flew the Millennium Falcon 3 times. The park was quiet, but because Disney is so expensive now, we only went to the we only went to one Disney park because it was just, you know, the cost compared to when I last went in 2019 before the pandemic. It's just unbelievable. And of course, I'd planned to go to Galaxy's Edge in Anaheim, California for 2020, like October time, just go for a few days, but obviously that didn't happen. And then I've been banned from America for so long, so great to get there, but this is great. I love the orange on top of the dome. I think it's great. This is just the best Star Wars toy ever. It's great. Look at that. Look, I'm having too much fun here. I've got to have a look for my son's one. I'm gonna have a look. I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna have a look for my son's control unit. Yeah, I found my son's controller under the table. This is just about the best fun you can have with your son. This is just great. Watch the doors. I'm not in the camera. I'm gonna look him over. Right, so yeah, as I said before, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Let your eyes be your guide. Worth every penny. That is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It lets me know. Look in the camera. It lets me know you care, and it also helps the channel. You're going to mash that cupboard up. Be careful. Be careful. Stop that now. And I'll see you. Get into shot. Get into shot. I'll see you. Can you do that? I'll see you in the next one.